Welcome to the CPM Customer Success Podcast, where we help Office of Finance leaders enable an exact solution to enhance their corporate performance without spending countless nights and weekends in the office. Hi, I'm your host, Andy Smetana with Nova Advisory. Nova Advisory is a 100% OneStream professional services diamond implementation partner. We help OneStream customers and prospective OneStream customers get the most out of their OneStream investments. And for CPM customer success listeners, we now have a weekly newsletter to keep you informed on the latest CPM customer success news. By subscribing today, we'll keep you informed on episode releases, including customer success stories, OneStream interviews, and capabilities to keep you up to date about OneStream's unified platform for finance. You can check that out now at Nova Advisory's website, novaadvisory.com/podcast, and subscribe to the CPM Customer Success Podcast newsletter today. So today we're exploring a solution that's mission critical for navigating economic uncertainty. If you're tired of static budgets that crumble at the first sign of volatility, or if you've ever asked yourself, what if this happens and how would it impact our bottom line? This episode is for you. So let's dive in. At its core, scenario planning is the art and science of preparing for uncertainty. It's about building multiple forward-looking models to understand the financial and operational impact of potential outcomes. So what if commodity prices spike by 25%? What if we expand into a new region 6 months earlier than we originally planned? What about tariffs, which you hear in the news every single day, changing scenarios happening? What if revenue falls short by 10%? Here's the key. Scenario planning isn't just making educated guesses. It's using structured, data-informed logic to model business realities before they even happen. So when they do happen, your organization isn't left scrambling. It's executing a plan that's been thought out and targeted beforehand. And when this is done on a unified, extensible platform like OneStream, that planning becomes real-time, scalable, and collaborative. So let's talk about what often stands in the way. For most finance organizations and teams, scenario planning is a manual process. It's riddled with friction. You've got too many disconnected tools like Excel for planning. You've got legacy CPM for consolidations. You've got a BI tool for reporting. You've also got version control chaos. You've got dozens of files stored on different file store locations like SharePoint. You've got conflicting assumptions in those files, and you really don't have a single source of data and financial truth. You've also got lag times. By the time a model is ready, the assumptions are outdated. You've got lack of operational depth. Most models don't incorporate supply chain, workforce, or sales pipeline inputs, all that operational data that can really enrich your financial information. And you've got minimal collaboration. Finance builds the models. Everyone else just reacts to those models. And those challenges are more than inconvenient. They prevent CFOs from guiding the business with agility, clarity, and credibility. Now here's the good news. OneStream can fix all of that. OneStream unifies planning, forecasting, reporting, and analytics into one intelligent finance platform. This means scenario planning isn't bolted on, it's built in. So let's look at how OneStream addresses those common issues. OneStream has a unified platform, so you can plan, consolidate, report all in the same system. No more data gymnastics, moving data from one point solution to another. OneStream has extensible dimensionality. That means you can spin up alternative scenarios using the same core model, and there's no duplication required. OneStream has live calculations. So if you adjust a business driver, you can instantly see the ripple effects on EBITDA, cash flow, and your balance sheet. OneStream has operational integration. So you can involve those operational data systems into your financial data, things like HR, your sales data, your supply chain data. You can blend that financial and operational data in real time. And OneStream has governed workflows, which means you can track, approve, and secure every change without creating more chaos in your organization. So the result, scenario planning that's fast, flexible, and actionable. So now let's talk about the next evolution of scenario planning, and that's AI-powered planning. So we've been talking a lot about this in CPM customer success, but there's data backed behind this on how AI-powered planning is beneficial for your organization. According to OneStream's research, 77% of organizations using scenario planning can reforecast earnings within a week. But many finance teams, they still struggle to scale it, not because they lack the intent, but because they lack the solutions and tools. That's where AI and Sensible AI come in. Using OneStream Sensible AI, finance teams can automatically forecast hundreds or thousands of targets, SKUs, customers, regions, all at once. You can detect patterns and drivers like seasonality and economic shifts, even weather. You can integrate external variables and real-world events into planning processes. And you can generate scenarios at speed and scale, daily, weekly, or on demand. So imagine building a plan that doesn't just ask what if, but automatically surfaces the 3 most likely futures for your organization based on real data, machine learning, and external inputs. That's the power of AI-enhanced scenario planning. It reduces the grunt work. You've got manual data gathering, wrangling, and formula tuning all removed, so your analysts can focus on decision making, not data crunching. And because Sensible AI is part of the OneStream platform, your AI forecasts are automatically aligned with P&L, cash flow, and operational metrics. So in short, AI makes scenario planning faster, smarter, more strategic. So if you want to dive deep into this topic, you can also listen to our prior episodes of CPM Customer Success. Just in the last episode, episode 63, we talked about Sensible AI, forecasting and finance, automation, and recapped Splash 2025 in Nashville, where Sensible AI was a huge focus. But now let's move on to our CPM Customer Success Spotlight of the Week. So OneStream isn't just theory, it's working in the real world. So let's start with the world's largest frozen potato product manufacturer. They serve 160 countries with over 130 legal entities and 40 different currencies. Before OneStream, they were on SAP BPC. Their close process took 6 days. They had regional data uploads that took hours, and their reporting lacked flexibility. Scenario planning at this organization was slow and it was siloed. Now, fast forward after switching to OneStream, their month-end close dropped to 4 days. Their data load that took hours before now finished in 20 minutes. And they now can run dynamic scenario-based P&Ls by channel, region, brand, and they can do it quickly. And their lease accounting has over 5,000 leases. All of that is fully automated and unified within OneStream. Most importantly, they can model scenarios around shipping delays, inflationary spikes, and market shifts, and they can do that all on demand. This is scenario planning done right, with speed, accuracy, and strategic value. Now let's talk about another CPM customer success for second spotlight of the week. This one is a global leader in automotive safety with over 65,000 employees across 27 countries globally. This company makes life-saving products, things like airbags and seat belts for the top auto manufacturers in the world. Their margins are tight. Their customer demand is really volatile, and their operations span thousands of products and geographies. Now, with OneStream, the company replaced 40 plus legacy systems with one version of the truth. They gained SKU level visibility across finance and supply chain. They built driver-based forecasts that span the entire supply chain. They use sensible AI forecasting to generate daily demand forecasts for 1,200 parts per customer. They reduced excess inventory in overtime by improving their forecast accuracy. They transformed finance into a strategic partner, not just a reporting function. The director of strategic projects said it best. OneStream allows us to look further into the future as to how the business will develop. So let's now go deeper into how OneStream's approach to scenario planning transforms the Office of Finance. First up, speed to insight. So finance teams can spin up alternative scenarios in hours, not weeks. If you want to know how a 10% drop in volumes affects operating cash flow by entity, you'll know it today, not by next Friday. Number two, it provides a single source of the truth. So forget reconciling numbers across various departments. OneStream aligns that operational data and financial data into one model, so everyone from analysts to executives work from the same data set. Number three, greater forecasting agility. With built-in scenario logic and extensible dimensionality, you can pivot instantly between a base case, a downside, and upside models. And because it's all centralized, those forecasts can instantly be shared and visualized. Number four, you've got increased strategic influence. So OneStream empowers your finance teams to stop spending all their time cleansing data. And now they can start spending more time analyzing the impact of their financial decisions. That means more time in the boardroom and less time in Excel. Fifth up, OneStream provides enhanced risk management. So whether you're navigating rising interest rates, global instability, or supply disruptions, OneStream lets you model threats to your organization before they become losses. So scenario planning becomes the CFO's strategic defense mechanism and an offense weapon too. So how do you get started? Start small. Choose a high impact driver, something like FX, commodity prices, or demand. Model a base case and one alternative future. Bring in business partners from operations or sales to validate your assumptions. And use OneStream to model the full P&L and cash flow impact. Then expand that. Add more drivers, add more departments, add more foresight. And if you want help, Nova Advisory, we're here to guide you from your roadmap to roll out. We can guide you and discuss what we've seen our other customers do. So let's wrap it up with a simple truth. You can't control uncertainty, but you can control how prepared you are. Scenario planning in OneStream is supercharged with AI. It will give you the tools to lead with confidence, respond with speed, align the enterprise around a single plan, and multiple features. Thanks again for joining today's episode of CPM Customer Success. And a reminder to check out the CPM Customer Success weekly email newsletter to stay informed of the latest CPM Customer Success episodes and OneStream news. You can check that out at Nova Advisory's website, novaadvisory.com/podcast, and subscribe to the CPM Customer Success newsletter today. Thanks again for listening, and I'll catch you next week for another episode of CPM Customer Success.